Morning! Look at that sunrise, folks! Isn't that beautiful? So we're back on a commute, Phil. Sunrise was at 5:08. It's cool temperatures, but to hit 20 degrees today, which is a good temperature for up here. So it'll be warm today. And we have our nice new speedo clock. Look at it. Perfect. There's some responses to that film. Amount of folk that have commented saying they'd had one or two replaced, so yeah. Thinking about it, it was probably with best intentions. Well, Enfield thought the Western world wants a digital electronic speedo and everything, you know. Though I would say the majority of folk that are going to buy a bike like this probably rather have our good old cable drive speedo that just works. And they kept their build costs down, which is possibly why we've ended up with a cheap speedo. Oh well, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that'll last the rest of the time I have the bike on the road, which I hope is for many years. So I wasn't going to do a commute film this week, because I've just done a cycling film. Thank you for the comments on that. What a beautiful area Northumberland is. And although only about 45 miles from Dunbar down to where we were, the difference in the harvest was quite noticeable. They were actually out cutting yesterday. So it'll be any day soon. A lot of the big fields will be starting probably up here. Combines will be out. Some were maybe out yesterday. No helmet, mate. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, it was quite noticeable just how golden it was down there. We were kind of just like last week been spraying a lot of our fields. A lot of the sprayers have been out, so that's them killing off everything for the harvest. Look at that though, just getting robbed of the sunrise through the cloud. So in other news, I've got my black sniper tape, so I'll probably take this to bits tonight and change a lot of bits and bobs on it. I've not got the liquid Blanco yet. That's ordered. That'll be here in the next few days. I'll wait until that comes for the film. Just changing that screen. As I said, I'm still not planning on leaving this on all the time. Probably leave it on now for the winter and then, or till the winter, and then leave it on. And I'll probably take off. There is a lot of noise, but there isn't any hitting my face as such that's pulling my helmet or that turbulence. I'm not going to do too much of a film this morning. I'm going to come back when we're heading home in case there's any combine action. Nice to get some harvest. So as they say, we will see you later. In approximately 8 hours actually. Alright. Not a bad view for work. So out on Ibroty, hear the seal pups.
Three pups calling for their mums. Probably wanting fed. Can you just make them out the white in the centre of the picture now? There's a lot this year. Okay. Back to work.
Hello! Home time! And, well, you seen that little clip I just did with my phone at work this morning early on. That was about 8:30 this morning. And I was looking out to Iproti Island and you could hear the seals. That's how calm a day it was. Well, typically, come home time, there's an easterly breeze off the shore again. But it's been a lovely day and it's lovely and warm. Oh, this has been a brilliant summer. There's definitely more fields of wheat and barley this year. There's a lot of green fields and various crops. Not just potatoes and leeks, but other things. So, obviously the war in Ukraine has made a thing about that. You grow our own, we should be growing our own anyway. But which way will we go? Let's go straight across. Looks brilliant, that old tower, the windmill. That view with the North Berwick Law behind is apparently one of the most photographed views in East Lothian. There you go, some more useless information. It's certainly a cooler air, that, with the wind from being at work. Once again, it's that where you're out the wind and it's boiling, but it's a lot cooler out in the wind, obviously. One of those days. So I'm looking at my screen and I'll need to, well, don't need to, but I should wait until the dark green Blanco stuff comes, because I'm going to have to, if I'm going to change these bolts, I can then get in to do that corner with the white. So I'll not be doing that tonight. I was going to do that tonight, but as I say there, we're going actually going out the Jeep anyway tonight, so might as well have a couple hours chilling when I get home. You've got to get out in the light nights, it's brilliant. It's what you sit in all winter for. So yeah, I got a bit of feedback for that film on the beach I did on our push bikes. One of my pals had asked me why I never make bicycle films anymore, but they don't get the views of the motorbikes. Oh, and now the Jeep film as well. The Jeep films get a lot more views now. But it's motorbike films that folk want to watch. Also, it's a lot easier to just switch the computer camera on and leave it on for 8-10 minutes filming. For uploading, editing and uploading time's a lot easier and quicker. We're having a real problem with our internet. We don't know. Our TV, it's with Sky, which apparently has been okay with G for years. But we think the problem isn't the Sky, but possibly the broadband wiring coming into the house. Of course, it's all this fibre optic crap now. That's what I actually think it is, crap. Just to say it's because of copper, they don't want to use copper, that's nonsense. You've got copper in it already, so just leave it. But we think, this might sound weird, but things like the trains going past, with the amount of broadband a train will use, is it interfering with our picture? But the problem seems to be from our cable, fibre optic cable coming from the roadside to and into our house. That seems to be the problem. And there's a combine out. Brilliant. Oh yeah! New Holland. That's the first one I've actually seen here working when I've been out on my bike. It's nice to see. Could we manage a thumbnail with the combine and the Enfield? Go out driving it in the champ's field. While I know that farmer to say hello to, I don't know him by name and know him that well. Very nice chap though. He provided all these bicycle tracks. Well, they're for walking and cycling. It gets folk off the roads. There it is. It's jumping on, eh? Bet there's not a gap in the field here. I've got a really itchy nose. That's why I keep fidgeting. Just had an idea. Well, the cows having a afternoon siesta. I'm going to be waiting a wee while till that comes back. Sort of average size combine that, isn't it? It's not massive. But we'll do small fields that one anyway. Now, I've got just the money shot here for a picture. Because I've got the lot as well. And the tractor came down there. So, he's going to go down and get a fill, no doubt, on that next run. Aye, nothing wrong with getting a bit excited because the combines are out. It's a great thing to see. Not through a dirty lens though. I do need a new phone. Everything's money though. Oh, there you go, look at that. The tractor's still on the move. So he's going to go down and fill on his next run. I just thought of something. I'm swapping here to video. There it is coming out. I'm going to go back to photos to get a photo for a thumbnail of that. There you go. How's that? There you go, folks. Excellent. And this is just the barley fields getting picked off, really. Until the big fields start. There might be another week or two yet. Right, let's get home. Let's get home. Get that speedo. Lovely. Oops. Cool old cars here. Oh, did you see what was sitting there? Austin Champ. I might have to go back and stop and have a look. When I'm out with my Jeep though, we'll go up. I'd love to have a shot of a Austin Champ, because they don't look the bonniest things. But nothing does compared to the Willis Jeep. But they must have, it's a Rolls Royce engine. That engine that was used in a lot of the British Army in 4, 6 and 8 cylinders. It must be a good motor. Slow toads. Good to see none squished on the road, which is a good sign. Hopefully it's mostly night time there out crossing the road. Right, so where do we switch off today for yous? I'll let you have a wee look at turning up. Beautiful old houses, eh? So I've said before probably, this was an estate village, or what they call a model village. So it had its smithy, its bakers, and village hall. It shows you though how many people were employed. That's a beautiful house in there. Wouldn't it be beautiful with heat though? Oh, sidecars! Cool. Foreign boys. Aye, because they don't wave. And also, how do you know they're foreign? Come on. Side's the sidecar on. There you go. Pretty cool though, see? Okay then, I'll follow these boys into Dunbar and we'll head home. And we will see you in the next one, which will be sometime at the weekend. You're going to see this on Friday morning. Today is Tuesday. And then I will I'll be out the weekend and do something anyway. That's very puffy wind, that, noisy. Okay, see you later. Bye for now.